The biggest day in Bradford City's recent history. They know that just 1 point today will be enough to take them up to the third division after 4 years in the fourth. And by extraordinary coincidence, the last time City were promoted in 1977, their opponents here that day at Valley Parade were Bournemouth. A 1-1 draw then proved sufficient. Well, Bradford's player-manager Roy McFarland names this side, and he'll be disappointed at the absence of his own name there. An injury still proving troublesome, so Peter Jackson keeps the number 6 shirt. Well, alongside him is Joe Cook, the man who scored that goal against Bournemouth 5 years ago, and who has had the desired effect since rejoining the club this year. Well, David McNiven has had his best ever season for the club, 18 goals and highlighted by 4 against Crewe on Wednesday. And he also scored one of the goals in a 2-0 win at Bournemouth in February. Bournemouth need 3 points themselves to ensure their own promotion, and they come here with the best defensive record in the entire league, only 27 goals conceded. Their 19-year-old goalkeeper, Ian Lee, made his debut in October, and at that time he was said to be playing for his future with the club. But he's been so outstanding, manager David Webb now predicts a big future for him. He's been a central figure in a side beaten only once in the last 20 matches. A big day then for both sides, and it's Bournemouth in all blue who get the game underway, and immediately the ball played back to goalkeeper Ian Lee. Bradford City in white and claret, those familiar jerseys of theirs. And the referee you see in the picture there is Norman Wilson from Morecambe, and his linesman today, Mr. Bray from Grimsby and Mr. Holland from Chesterfield. Good vocal encouragement from the crowd to start with. They're going up, they were singing before the start of the match. Let's hope they're as chirpy after it. Now Chapman, put out by Spackman. He's done a good defensive job there and makes a good clearance to funnel. Free kick given by referee Wilson for that charge by Jackson. Played short by Brignall. Hefferna's got plenty of room down that right-hand side, and he's got plenty of men to aim at. Bournemouth actually have 5 men in the penalty area. Here's one of them funnel. It's almost got through to Spackman. And Bradford conceding the first corner of the game. Gary Watson just nudging the ball over the line. So Bournemouth obviously needing the points as much as Bradford. And looking for the early goal. An in-swinger, dangerous looking one. Brignall got up for it, Lester on the line, and it bounced very awkwardly for him. And Mike Lester did extremely well there because Heffernan was coming in, and that was a tricky moment for the midfield man. He coped with it well. On the corner, back for Williams. It didn't really connect. There's a real chance here now for Crawford, who's made it count. A sickening start for Bradford, the perfect start for Bournemouth. And Andy Crawford, Bournemouth's most recent signing of recent years, £40,000, gets the goal that could mean so much. Straight from the corner, quick thinking actually, it's played back to Williams, who doesn't really connect. Clips the ball in, and it comes off funnel, and in open space is Crawford, who reacts quicker than anybody and gets his 13th goal of the season. And watch out for another long throw here from Cook, straight into the area, up into the sun, and away for a corner from Brignall. Now you can hear the cheers. Well, there'll certainly be a good voice if City get back into the game with a goal. The corner from Gallagher. Stanifer's asking for it low. In fact, it comes very, very high. And a good header. Is Campbell getting in, and Lee's positioning was excellent. Well, Barry Gallagher hits the corner, far post. Bobby Campbell was in for it. He's so powerful in these situations. And look at Lee's positional play. Spackman opening it up with Heffernan, who can really hit them. Here's Heffernan, will try a cracking effort. He really does whack them, the Irishman. Favoured his left foot, and we can see what happened. Spackman had created the space for him, and he knows he wants to have a crack at goal, and he gets the bend on the ball and only just clears the crossbar. Chapman and Leicester trying to build down the left, having to lay the ball back for Watson, cut out by Heffernan. Since that early Bournemouth strike, Bradford have enjoyed the majority of possession without making it count, but now they've got another of these long throws coming up from Cook. As good as a corner kick any time. Again, it was the back header. Gallagher and Staniforth both in there. Gallagher and the free kick. Whistle's gone. Oh, what a dreadful kick. A chance surely for Campbell if he can lob Lee. Has he made it? He's made it. He has. Woo! He enjoyed that, didn't he? But this has to go down as a dreadful mistake by Lee. Mark Wallington made a similar error last week for Leicester City. It cost them a goal against Norwich. And Campbell takes his time, picks his spot. 1-1. That's the Bradford City bench, looking quite relaxed at the moment, really. Substitute Mark Ellis alongside Nick Jones and Roy McFarland and Brian Edwards. No doubt relieved at the moment to back in the hunt. He'll play the ball around particularly well, but now McNiven's on the chase again. This is where Bradford might score, but he runs the ball out. But that's Bradford ploy, definitely, the long ball. For the strikers to chase. They're back in possession with Staniforth. Oh, brought down from behind, and that really has to be a booking for Spatman. You could see the agony on Staniforth's face as Spatman caught him from behind. And it has to be said here for the referee, he's right on the spot. Here's Staniforth who makes the breakaway, and Spatman, he keeps going Staniforth. Spatman's pushing him all the way. Look at the agony on Staniforth's face. Referee Wilson blows the whistle, it's a booking. And the name is Nigel Spatman. Free kick for Bradford. Watson takes it. Goes Campbell. Got the header in. He's caused a few problems up there with Campbell and Jackson with their headers. So they did again. And that's it, the half-time whistle blown by Mr. Wilson. So the side's leaving the field at 1-1, and it was Bobby Campbell who got Bradford back into the game with that crucial goal in the 29th minute, his 25th of the season. And Bradford really needed that after Andy Crawford had given Bournemouth that third-minute lead, which was quite a setback for City. But a satisfying first half, and the score at Valley Parade is Bradford City 1, Bournemouth 1.
You ask anybody, any of the ex-players that have played here, the successful sides of all clubs that they've played for, always had to have a really good team spirit, and that year it was excellent.
It is the main thing about 81-82 when we did it. We were proud to wear that shirt. They were proud to wear that shirt. And yeah, great times, great memories. Wish we could, hopefully, we can recreate now, this year.
So I left Bradford, I went to a number of clubs, half a dozen clubs, and there wasn't the atmosphere, there wasn't the passion there. Bradford had not had a lot of success from the years that I've been here, so it was really good being part of the promotion side and promoting the city really from that as well.
I remember after we'd drawn with Bournemouth the last game and asked us promotion, we were 2-1 down. I remember Bobby Campbell scoring a cracking goal with like a few minutes left, and everybody went mental. I remember going into the corner where the changing rooms are, and everybody celebrating there. We were up on the balcony and all the fans gathered, you know, and just great memories. It's massive because it is part of the, like you say, the culture and history of the club. And a lot of people, me particularly, always remember Bradford City as these colours. It'd be fantastic for a lot of supporters as well, but for me particularly, seeing the old kit again will bring back so many memories of my time here as a young kid.
And I wonder if it's going to end in champagne this afternoon for one or even both sides. Both sides know what they've got to do, and no doubt their managers, once colleagues at Derby County, Roy McFarlane and David Webb, will have given words of wisdom in the dressing room at half-time. There is the Bournemouth bench. And John Kirk, the coach in there, and substitute Brian O'Donnell, the man in the middle. Away by Watson this time, another chase for Campbell. We've got Impey straight behind him. Baring his teeth he was on him. Could have been a fortuitous ricochet. Brignall puts it out. A long throw again from Cook. Campbell's in there. It's away by Impey. Long throw again. Campbell causing problems. Here's Chapman. Well, Les Chapman's got only one goal this season. He would have dearly loved to have picked up his second then. Well, all afternoon the long throws of Joe Cook have posed as many problems as anything, and as Chapman gets in on the end of it, he lashes it wide. Campbell, a good header once more for McNiven. His skills got him past Brignall. His speed taking him away from him as well. He's only got one man to aim at in the box for the moment. Here is that man, Staniforth! Oh, that would have been a marvellous goal. Well, he'll be disappointed, David Staniforth there. That could have been a goal that would have sent the crowd away delirious. All created, in fact, Bobby Campbell's back header and McNiven's turn. He wriggles in those situations admirably, gets away from Brignall, holds it up, turns it back, plays the cross to perfection, and Staniforth hooks it over the top. Nice little ball inside for Leicester. Plenty of Bradford men there, but not many in the penalty area. One who is Staniforth, and it was cut out by Impey. Bournemouth's defence serving it well. Good, what a good ball as well that was for Campbell. Heffernan Bowser, free kick, Bradford way. Campbell picks himself up. And Bradford have the free kick. Just outside the penalty area, like Leicester's there. Now Barry Gallagher will want to say in this, he scored direct from a free kick at Bournemouth this season and hit another one which apparently rocketed into the net and was disallowed. Referee asking them to hurry up, I think. Wants the wall back a bit, but watch out for Gallagher. Lee on the goal line is hopping around from one side to the other. Here is Gallagher, there's the chip. Oh! Crossbar, surely from Staniforth. What's wrong? Oh, he couldn't make it. Gallagher is red hot at these free kicks, and just look at the bend on that ball inside of the post there, and it comes back for Staniforth. One felt perhaps he had too much time almost. He really battles his way through, and the ball gets entangled in his legs. That's a lively enough game. Now Carter, bad ball from him. Hobb. And an equally bad ball from Pod. He's onside, is Crawford. Problems here for Bradford. If this ball is cut across, it must be a goal from Goddard. Bradford are 2-1 down, and they'll be asking questions about that. Howard Goddard scoring only his 5th goal of the season. It's his first goal since December, and he merely had to tuck it into the back of the net. Well, Sespod had intercepted the pass. He gave it away himself, though there. It's played forward quickly. Here's Crawford coming inside the penalty area, and he screws it across goal, and Goddard will never have an easier score. Goddard. That was a hopeful ball for Heffernan. It's Bradford's throw. Just progressing a little far up the touchline for the referee's liking. Now does get the throw, and what's more, Campbell gets the free kick. And there's Mark Ellis. I suppose that Bradford must feel now they might as well throw another attacker on, and so he might come into it. Oh, Lee making the save of the match there. What a good leap that was by Ian Lee, as the ball is crossed in here by Gary Watson. Up go the heads, fine effort from Campbell, but what a good save. All up for it. Infield gets there first, Gallagher bobbing about, and away it comes off the boot of McNiven, ironically. This time Funnell has got away from Cook's challenge. Pod actually winning the throw as well off the boot of Funnell. Bradford making the substitution, and it's a defender, Gary Watson, going off, and an attacker, Mark Ellis, coming on. Bradford going for goals. I think Morgan Wilson's had a good game this afternoon. He's been right on top of play from start through to 3/4 of the way through the match. Ellis plays the ball back for Chapman. Good cross. This time it's Spackman. Ellis is still there. And cut out by Brignall. Stout-hearted challenge that. So, can Bradford score from another of these throws by Cook? Oh, it's gone right across goal. Good save, brave save by Lee. Jackson almost got flattened in the process. So that one really bounced so high, it could have caught Lee out. This time it's Jackson who's content to boot the ball away from his own penalty area, and Bradford have 9 minutes left. And even if Sheffield United beat Peterborough, Bradford would rather they got at least 1 point from this and went up in style. Now a chance. Well, Well, some of the crowd singing "We Are Up," perhaps they know what we know, and that is that Sheffield United are leading Peterborough 3-0 at Bramall Lane at the moment. But don't forget the players out there have no idea of that scoreline, which will mean that both these sides will be promoted this afternoon if it stays that way. Once more it's Crawford. It's chinking and trying to find an opening. And you'll certainly see Bournemouth's players' arms raised when the final whistle goes, because they know that these 3 points are going to take them into the third division. Bradford's players will have to wait for that announcement from Bramall Lane. They've won the ball back with Leicester, as good as anybody on the Bradford side today. Now Cook has also done well and has been pushed up front in his late forays. We're playing extra time now. Brignall really feels that Bournemouth might be a very considerable side in the third division. Spackman. Oh, well, Funnel just delayed too long. We'll get the shot in now, straight at Ramsbottom, who'll surely clear it as quickly as he possibly can. To Cook, good back header. Campbell, oh, he lets fly first time. Oh, what a way to finish the season! And Bobby Campbell is up in the crowd. The crowd are on the pitch. Scenes of jubilation at Valley Parade you couldn't possibly have imagined. The game hasn't finished, and there must be at least 300 or 400 supporters out on the pitch. And Bobby Campbell, what a goal! It's straight from Ramsbottom's hands, the kick down the middle of the pitch. Up go the heads, Cook's back header, and Campbell onto it, whacks it first time, and it bobbles all the way past the outstretched hand of Lee. It's 2-2. Well, now they know they can sing going up in confidence. And Bradford City on their way back to the third division after 4 years away, and so are Bournemouth. Brignall seems almost ashamed to play any more of this game now. They all want it to finish. Stanifer picking it forward. Niven in a chase with Impey. Well, it really has been the perfect day, I suppose. Sunshine, Bradford having to come from behind twice and making it, and now Ellis dashing down the wing. That ball's out of play. The referee has checked with his linesman, and there will be scenes of complete and utter jubilation here in a minute. And there goes the whistle. Bradford City are in the third division. Bobby Campbell is the man who's taken them there. He got both their goals, and what a dream end to the season for Roy McFarland. Bradford's player manager in his first season with the club has taken them up, and the news from Bramall Lane means that David Webb has also taken his Bournemouth team up into the third division as well. So as the thousands of supporters come flocking onto the pitch here at Valley Parade to cheer their heroes away, we leave you with these memorable scenes from Valley Parade, and the final scoreline: Bradford City 2, Bournemouth 2, both sides win promotion.